Hi friends, and welcome back to another video, or if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name is Via. Grab a seat, get comfy. We are so happy to have you here. Today we have another kind of just suburban build. I've been driving through a lot of suburban neighborhoods and towns lately. Today I actually got my second dose of the COVID vaccine, which was really exciting. By the time you're watching this, it'll be yesterday when I got it, but yeah, so we drove through a lot of like nice suburban neighborhoods to get there, and the other day we brought my brother to get a new phone and drove through just like suburbia, and it was like that's how I feel. I love just driving through these streets of nice suburban houses, and it's so nice and peaceful. I don't know, I drive by and I'm like, every house I see, I'm like, yes, I can see myself there in 20 years, raising my kids there, hanging out in the backyard, and it's just like, that's so nice, that's what I want. So we built another one of those to, I don't know, just to relax and have some niceness. I don't know, you might have noticed I didn't post a video Thursday, even though I said I was going to. In my description there are all my socials, as well as like my gallery ID, especially if you want to download this build, that's up there. But I have there, like, I think they call it my Sims Instagram in the description, but I posted there Tuesday or Wednesday saying that, like, oh, I know I literally just said I'm gonna post Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, but I'm not posting Thursday because I filmed like 4 different videos, and in my process, either the filming or editing or whatever it may be, somewhere in that process something would get messed up to make that video just unusable. And at that point I was so frustrated. Like, I definitely had time to still film and edit and something and get it up on Thursday by the time I wanted it to, but I was just so angry at that point I needed to walk away. So I did, and if there are any other updates like that, that's where you're probably gonna find them, is on that Instagram, at least for now. But yeah, I wanted to just chat about that for a second because I really experienced some burnout this week with The Sims and YouTube and stuff like that. So I think I had a good intention setting that schedule for myself. I thought it was going to be super helpful in keeping things organized and keeping me motivated to do things, but it just ended up stressing me out a lot, I guess, and giving myself expectations and making promises, and then it was, I don't know, it put a lot on myself, and it stressed me out quite fast. So maybe we're not going to do that, because I said before that this is really like just therapeutic almost for me, and really nice and stuff to do. Those are some weird adjectives, some very weak adjectives. It's midnight right now and I just wanted to get this done before I went to bed, so I am exhausted. Like I said, I also just got my vaccine, which is why I wanted to do it before I went to bed, in case I feel bad tomorrow when I wake up. I'm sorry, I really, like, my brain is not working to describe things the way I want to right now, but it's actually giving for a more mellow vibe, I feel like, with this voiceover. Usually I'm talking very fast and thinking even faster and saying some dumb stuff, so it's more relaxed vibes for this video, which is fine. But yeah, so I think I'm actually not gonna stick to any kind of uploading schedule. So I know I said that and then it literally never happened immediately. I'm just like, no, never mind. But I think it put a lot of pressure on me in ways that, like, I want this to be a very, like, stress relieving platform for me, where I build houses when, like, I don't know, I love my process of building on The Sims. I, like, put on a stream and put on music and I build and, like, zone out, and it's very, like, therapeutic and nice for me. And I want it to stay that way, and I thought, you know, giving myself a schedule would just help me get structured on YouTube. But I don't think that's gonna work for me. I think it's just, like, it's making it more like a job and less like something that I'm doing for fun, and it's definitely not a job. I know for some people YouTube is a job, but it's not my job. I'm not getting paid, clearly, and I'm just doing this for fun, so I'm gonna watch out for myself because you know, who else is, right? That sounded dark, but it's not what I meant it to sound like. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna upload when I feel like it, and that's that. And I think I'm also gonna put the Let's Play on hold for a moment, because I did record the first video of the Let's Play, and it just, like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't proud of, like, what I was doing. I wasn't feeling the story, and I also don't think I'm ready for that amount of editing yet. I'm still kind of learning with these speed builds, and I'm sorry I'm not talking about this build at all. We're just kind of like, I don't know, we're just chatting, and I feel like that's what I want my videos to be. I don't want to sit here and tell you what I'm doing in the build, because you can see what I'm doing in the build, probably. I don't know why you would watch the video if you couldn't see it, but maybe you are, and that's fine too. I still appreciate you. And in which case, it's probably very frustrating for you that I'm not talking about the build, but I kind of like just having this kind of like open forum with y'all, and we can like chat in the comments sometimes and stuff. But you know, it's more of like having someone to talk to through your day. Like I said, I like to put on streams while I build, and I like doing that because it feels like I have someone with me, like we're hanging out, like feels a little less lonely, I guess. And so I don't know, that's kind of like the energy I want to project onto my videos. It's like, it's not me just telling you what I'm doing, because that's so boring, and I would tell you the same thing every single video, because I do the same thing in every single build, basically. Same thing, different color scheme, right? But yeah, it's more just like, let's talk about our days, and like, I don't know, just fun stuff. And I'm also a rambly person, and if I like don't follow my train of thought, then I'm just gonna be sitting here going and we've been there before, and it's not fun. And I watch back my videos and I'm like, oh my god, girl, you are so painfully awkward, but we're getting better. It's fine. I'm finding the flow of things, and we're having a good time. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that, and like, sorry I'm not gonna reach the expectations that literally no one set for me except for myself, but you know, sometimes it'd be like that, and I felt myself getting burnt out very quickly as soon as I told myself that I was gonna have this like 3 times a week schedule, and all of a sudden, like, this wasn't fun for me anymore, and I didn't want to immediately be like, guys, I don't want to do this, but that's what I'm doing because that's what I need to do. Because it was Tuesday or Wednesday that I was having all these problems with my videos, and I could feel myself like, I don't even want to do this anymore. And once I told myself, okay, just take Thursday off, it felt like a huge relief off my shoulders. And I was like, okay, yeah, it was definitely, I had good intentions setting a schedule for myself, but it wasn't what I needed. And I'm sure y'all will understand, because y'all are the most understanding people ever. And I love my cute little, like, small, like, little just group of y'all. And yeah, I just want to give you all little hugs and nice things. I want the best for you all. I don't know, guys, I'm so tired. Yeah, so I've just been going all day. I woke up immediately and started doing this build. Well, I started it yesterday, but I just got like the shell of it done, and I think right around what we're seeing now, this living room is where I ended things yesterday. Yep. So I got to there, and then so today, this is me like an hour after I woke up, basically, this morning, and I did that until I don't know, I worked on it for a few hours, I think, until like 1 p.m. I don't know, so from like 10 to 1 I think I worked on this, and then I started getting ready to go get the vaccine, and I feel good so far. I mean, my first dose, I didn't really have any symptoms at all. Like, even my arm, I didn't have any pain in it, like a little bit, but it really wasn't anything major. Like, you could have told me I wasn't vaccinated, and I'd be like, all right, my dog probably stepped on my arm or something, and that's why it hurt. And I would have been like, yeah, sure, I believe that. But this time it's like, so it's midnight now. I got it at 4. That's 8 hours ago. My arm is killing me already, and I'm so worried that I'm gonna wake up with terrible symptoms tomorrow. Not because, like, I don't care about feeling sick, like, I really don't. I have terrible health anxiety, so any like small pain or anything that I feel, I convince myself that I'm dying. This is my last day on earth, and it's terrible and it's exhausting, and I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And I'm not like looking for pity or anything, because this is something that I'm dealing with that probably stems from trauma, and you know, y'all don't need to know about all that, because this is good happy vibes and whatever, and it's my life anyways and whatever. But just sharing. So I am more worried about the anxiety that I'm gonna feel if I wake up feeling sick, rather than the actual symptoms that I'll feel from being sick. Just because I know, like, I can sit there and tell myself, like, you know that you feel this way because you got the vaccine yesterday, and tons of people feel like crap the day after they get their second dose, and that's normal. But then I will then tell myself that it's like, no, these are for some reason worse than what everyone else is experiencing, and you are dying. And then it's gonna be that back and forth all day, and I'm not looking forward to it. So that's why I wanted to get this done now. I might just wake up and feel nothing tomorrow, and that'll be great, but just in case I'm having a panic attack all day, figured I'd finish this now. Yeah, I actually didn't think I was going to be able to finish this. I had an Among Us game scheduled on Discord with some of my friends and some of their friends, which is really fun. I love doing like Discord stuff with people. Very exciting. But that ended up not happening. So I actually got some extra time to work on this, which was very fortunate for me. I would have had enough time even if that didn't happen, but it would have had to have happened tomorrow. My head is starting to hurt already, which is a real bummer. I'm really sorry I'm not talking about this build at all, y'all. I'm like, woe is me, and my life sucks and everything is terrible. That's not true. Let's talk about some good things. What are some good things? I'm just like vibing recently, honestly. Since I left my job, I have a few months before I start college, and like it literally every day it's just been like Sims, and it's great. I was like very worried that I was gonna fall into a depressive rut, as I often do in times like these, and just like lie in bed every day and not do anything. And like, yeah, for a while, honestly, that's what it was. And I was sad for you know what, probably not because I wasn't doing anything. That was probably half the reason, but there were some situational things happening during that time. That's fine, guys, it's okay, we're all good. And I'm sorry if like this is like oversharing. I don't know, I've always thought it was a good thing to talk about mental health and struggles and be open with that, just because you never know who's listening and who might, you know, hear your words and be like, oh, I relate to that, but this person's doing okay now, so that means that maybe I can be okay soon too, or someday, or eventually. And that's true, you know. Even if you don't have any mental illness, I guess we're all have bad days and sad times, and it's not forever. I know y'all didn't come here for therapy or inspiration today, but here I am giving you the cheesiest lines right out of the book. Can't wait to study psychology, and then I can give y'all some real advice. But yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about happy things. What do I have going for me? I know that's how that started, was me being like, let's talk about happy things, and then immediately just got back into some sad shit. But you know, that's me, that's who I am. I'm trying to think of like fun, exciting things to tell y'all. I feel like the most exciting thing in my life right now is the Arrowverse, and I bring that up in almost every video. So I'm not gonna do that again, because I am just exposing myself as a nerd on the internet for everyone to know. And I'm sorry about that. But now I'm like, okay, let's just try and like be entertaining, and now I'm like running out of things to say because I don't know how to be entertaining. I just know how to be a bummer, and I don't know nothing else. That's okay though. I don't know what to say. I'm like, all I do is watch Netflix. So I'm like, yeah, I've been watching Black Lightning, but y'all know that because I bring up, like I said, the Arrowverse in every show. Let me talk about the bill for a second. So I put that Moschino picture frame in there in the dining room. I was gonna like take some pictures of a Sim family and throw it in there, but it didn't end up happening, mostly because I was lazy, but that's fine. I figured I'd leave it blank, so if y'all download this off the gallery, which again, gonna promo because I kind of rushed through it last time. we'll talk about the build and Sims things now, but I kind of rushed through it last time. Yeah, my gallery ID as well as all my other socials are in the description below. I'm also linking a different small business and cost to support in every video, so if you guys want to check out the descriptions for that with every upload, that would be awesome. I feel that even a small platform is still a platform and should be used responsibly, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't know how many more videos I should give that whole spiel on, but that's fine. So while I was building this house, I didn't have, like, I don't have a family made for this or anything. I just wanted to build something, but again, the story kind of comes to you as you build, I guess. So in my head, but you know, this might not be canon in your game, you can move in whoever you want, but in my head, this is a single father's house, and I'm thinking that he is probably a writer. Not sure what happened to the mom, if they're just not together, if she's, you know, passed on, I don't know. I don't know, I didn't think that far ahead, or I guess backwards. I didn't give them an origin story, but this is just, you know, current status. So we got the dad, and then there is a room for twins or just like similarly aged kids. If there was like a preteen life stage in The Sims, that's what their room would be for. So I would say kind of like older kids, but not quite teens, in that room. And I used the bunk beds in that. So I think that's my first time using the bunk beds in a video. I've used them. I talked to my last video about this build I did that I loved but was so unhappy with the exterior. That was my first time actually using bunk beds in The Sims ever, which was really exciting because they've been so long sought after, and I actually haven't played for a while, so that was my first opportunity to use them, and I was really excited about that. And then I did a room for another child who is like an athlete, like a teen athlete, probably on like the basketball team and the baseball team and the football team, on every team, you know, always having a sport to play no matter the season. So yeah, that I kind of like, I don't even remember where I got the idea for that. I just knew I wanted to do a room with like, I don't know what the object is. It's like the workout machine, I guess. It's not weightlifting. This is how you know I don't go to the gym, and if I did, it would be cardio only because I don't care about having muscle at this point in my life. But I don't know what it is. It's not the treadmill or the punching bag, it's the other one, and that is the extent of my knowledge on physical activity other than cheerleading and dance. But yeah, looks like we're gonna start in the kids' rooms now, and I want to say this build definitely has 2 bathrooms and a backyard. Actually, the backyard I didn't cut out, but the bathrooms I cut out. I do almost the same bathroom in every single house, just with different color schemes, and it's repetitive. Bathrooms are boring in The Sims. They just are. I mean, who cares, right? You use the same objects and some clutter every time, and y'all don't need to see that in every single video, and it makes them a little bit shorter. So I think if I hadn't cut those out, this would have been like half an hour. I almost cut the backyard out because I wasn't sure if I loved it or not, but I figured I'd just keep it in for the sake of the video and showing that I didn't just give up on it, because sometimes I do just not do a backyard. I don't think in any of these videos, or there have been a couple, but it's where the house reaches the back of the lot, so there really is no choice. I think that was the case with my musician loft, but that kind of house, like, that wouldn't have a backyard, you know? That would be in a city there. Yeah, you know what I mean. I think there is space also in this house for a dog, if I remember correctly, and of course if you wanted a cat, you could just slap a litter box in there somewhere. You don't have to have a dog. And if your Sims personalities like don't fit the rooms of this house, of course, if you wanted to download it and change things up, go for it. I also had kind of an idea, so I know I talked about that. Sorry, my mind is all over the place right now. Like I said, it's midnight. I'm tired. I talked about that build that I really liked the interior but hated the exterior. And I did another build a couple days ago. This is one of my videos that went wrong, that I loved both interior and exterior, but I paused my screen recorder and forgot to hit play after I did the exterior, which was such a bummer. So I only have the exterior of that one. Someone suggested to me that I upload the exterior build and then like just do a tour for the interior. So maybe y'all would want to see that. I might not like upload that or the other build that's just interior until like, unless I need to upload something and I just don't have anything filmed, just because I would rather put up like full builds for y'all to see. So those might just be my backups. And like I could have uploaded one of those on Thursday, but then I knew I would have to put the editing work into it and stuff, and I just at that point was so burnt out from it. I was like, I need to, for my own sake, step back. I'm not gonna apologize for that, because I shouldn't. I should never have to apologize, and neither should y'all. No one should ever have to apologize for doing what they need to protect their own mental health and stay healthy and do what they need to do for themselves. Okay, everyone? None of us have to ever say sorry for that. So yeah, I wanted to, this is that teen athletes room, so I thought maybe they're like a secret nerd kind of. So I have the child statue and I think R2-D2 and one of the Star Wars helmets. I think there's only one helmet, like the pilot helmet. I don't know if you would call it a pilot. I love Star Wars, but I'm like, I can't remember any of the terminology. I have a portrait of Princess Leia tattooed on my arm, but I don't know how some people remember all that stuff. I think I just like, my memory is so bad that I'm such a bad fan of everything. I like have to be a casual fan of everything that I like, because I could not remember any of the details that come with being like a hardcore fan, you know, unless I have like an obsession with something, you know, because there are things that I do like consider myself just a casual fan of. Like, I don't know, there's nothing I could think of right now. But then like Star Wars, I would say I love. Like, I wouldn't call myself a casual fan, but there's so many details I don't know. But then there's other things that I get obsessed with, like the Arrowverse right now, and I feel like, at least the shows I've seen, I feel like I know everything about it and I know all the actors and blah 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 and whatever, but I don't know. So it's weird how my brain decides to focus on things. Maybe I'll learn about that in college. Can't wait. That sounded so fake. I love that my like real personality is starting to come out now in these videos, and I hope you guys like it, because I was so nervous at first. I feel like I was giving like my customer service personality to y'all, but I'm getting a little bit more comfortable now, and I'm also just trying to let go of the fact that like I don't want to present myself as someone that I'm not just to get more views on a video, you know. Like, I want to be myself, right? I don't want to make myself a different version, like a more family friendly version or whatever, a more professional version of myself, just because I think maybe it'll be more appealing to viewers. Like, I want to be me, and I think I'm starting to a little bit, which is really fun. So yay for reduced anxiety and getting comfortable in a safe space. Woohoo. I'm sorry, I'm also just absolutely exhausted right now, so that it's, you know, it's been a hard week for me. I'm sorry, I just whacked my microphone, so you probably heard it, but yeah, it's been a hard week for me mentally, and that's okay. It's fine. I'm hanging in there. I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I am doing the activities that I enjoy to find comfort in and brain bleach, as they say. Keep myself distracted from, well, I don't want to say I just distract myself from what's bothering me, because that's unhealthy. I'm not repressing. I'm in therapy. Don't worry. But yeah, just healthy distractions and coping mechanisms. And on that note, I think this is one of the last things I filmed in this, and we're going to jump into screenshots soon. So I will stop rambling about my mental health for some reason, because that's today's topic. I don't know. And I will let you guys watch the rest of this in peace, I guess, so you don't have to listen to me anymore. But let me know what you all want to see next. I can't wait to hear from you in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I read and reply to every single one, because I don't want to say that. Actually, you know what? I keep being self-deprecating on my following, and I shouldn't, because who cares? But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys soon. Bye.